Yes? Coombes Boon, Texas Rangers. Oh, you're the dispatch. Your package.
Where's it going to?
Address is on the front.
In fire trucks. Send us the bill. They make fire engines.
That's right.
Yeah, I worked on one of them for years. Used to be a fireman.
Oh.
I reckon that old engine saved a few lives. Brilliant engineering.
Yes.
Yeah, well, I'll bury you off then, eh?
Yes.
Nice big place you got here.
He's on his way.
What the bloody hell's going on?
Get in the car, Mr. Boon.
Why weren't the police informed?
Don't you read the papers?
Not if I can help it.
If you did, you'd understand that Albion has very good reasons for keeping things quiet. Now, please, get in. I'm taking you to meet Albion Fire Trucks Managing Director, Mr. Slattery. Mr. Ed Slattery.
I don't want any questions asked in Parliament.
Totally automated, but it's years ahead of all the competition. But the whole system relies upon one extremely sophisticated computer program. A program Dr. Davies here has designed. That program
Was in the package I was carrying.
And without it, interest in buying Albion is likely to evaporate.
Along with several thousand jobs.
So we would like the disc to reappear.
I just don't like being called a thief. What happens if I refuse?
It's a funny thing. Ed and I share the same prejudice. An extreme dislike of scruffy people on noisy motorbikes.
What's that supposed to mean? Don't let's waste time spelling out the whys and wherefores, Mr. Boone. We'll find ways of putting your tin-pot operation out of business in a month. The disc by Thursday, before the press conference. So what's your part in all this then, eh?
I designed the control program for the new system.
Yeah, you're not senior management like those two.
I have their complete trust, though, as you saw.
Who's he working for, Freddie? Who? That little runt Boone. Who's paying him?
The Germans?
God knows. You can never tell in the automobile business. All their rivals circling like sharks, waiting for 1 second of weakness.
Sounds like the House of Commons.
What the hell, Freddie? This deal is what the company needs, and it ain't gonna do you any harm.
There's also a bid from a large German multinational, very strong one, 320 million. Oh yes, finally there's one from a management workforce consortium. They've raised 250 million from some merchant bank.
And Slattery and Blackton are part of the consortium.
Mr. Slattery and Sir Freddie simply want the best possible deal for Albion.
And what's your part in all this?
Mr. Boone.
Dr. Davies, I think you've got some explaining to do.
I've got some explaining to do.
I don't like being leaned on. I don't like being knocked about all over the place, and I don't like being accused of stealing things which I didn't even have. You had this here all the time, didn't you?
Mr. Boone, let me introduce some of my colleagues. Mr. Atkins, Mr. Quinn, and Mr. Bailey.
Hello. Sit down, Mr. Davies.
Representatives of the Management Workforce Consortium.
We want to buy up Albion Fire Trucks. It's our firm.
And I thought you worked for Blackton and Slatterly.
Slatterly and Blackton are doing their best to destroy the consortium. If they knew I supported it...
Are you working behind their backs?
Yes, and I'm proud to.
A fair chance at a fair contest, that's all we're asking for, Kev.
Well, perhaps you could start by explaining to me all about that disc.
Slatterly and Blackton wouldn't let me in on it. But I know they wanted that program stolen. And that's why you were chosen. Not a normal security van. So someone or other could get a look at it, see how much Albion is really worth.
They've arranged for the prototype to disappear. Tell the world it's not working.
Why?
So the real vehicle manufacturers lose interest. Our price plummets on the stock market, and we're ripe to be picked up and put us up for public auction and refuse to disclose who the other bidders are.
We've got to find that prototype before the press conference on Thursday, Ken. Let the British people know we...
This was all twisted about when we found it.
Hey, that's mine.
I thought I'd take it off and mend it.
Used to work at Meriden, did Stan, before they closed it. Before they got swamped with...
Here in the Midlands, reports are coming in about the new ownership of Albion fire trucks. Apparently, a surprise bid from the giant US conglomerate Metropolitan Motors of Detroit has been accepted by Albion management. Metropolitan's interest in the local vehicle manufacturers was incredibly well implemented until it was announced that the press conference by Davies and Freddie Mac.
Bastards! We got them now! We just had it on the radio. We've been sold to the Yanks! Metropolitan Motors of Detroit. In 2 years' time, this fire engine will be produced in factories in America. My program will be used...
Push! Something that hits people between the eyes.
I think I've got it.
And while we're keeping the photographers busy...
I'll tell the reporters exactly what's going on.
Don't forget the press are watching. Give them a good show. What the fuck, roll on for?